Welcome back, Richland Center Wrestling family, for another episode of Beyond the Whistle. I'm Kyle with my co-host Zach Schmidt. Tonight, we had a busy week in Richland Center Wrestling, starting out with the quad at home at Richland Center High School last Thursday night. DeSoto, Sun Prairie West, and Postville, Iowa came to town.
Yep, so we had Postville, Iowa first. Unfortunately, we did lose to them 40-30. Brock Barrett and Ethan Bindle did pick up falls, though. After Postville, Iowa, we took on DeSoto. We did win that one 42-6. Brock Bindle and Brock Barrett and Ethan Bindle both picked up falls in that one as well. And then Sun Prairie West in the nightcap. We lost that one 48-30. Kamani, Gullins, Blake Muller, and Ethan Bindle all picked up falls in that one.
Yeah, and we had a small team again, the injury bug we've talked about a little bit on the varsity side of the house. So they are a little bit thinner right now than we have been. So we're forfeiting, unfortunately, even more event or more more weight classes. That DeSoto match, I believe DeSoto only brought 3 wrestlers. So they were, they got shut. They didn't get shut out, but they lost all the way around. And I believe Sun Prairie West beat Postville, Iowa. So Sun Prairie West took the night.
Yeah, absolutely. And at that same time, you guys had a middle school meet versus DeSoto as well. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a good night. Again, that DeSoto middle school team was somewhat small, so I think we had 8 or 9 matches on the night. It was a good night of wrestling. I don't have the notes in front of me on who all won, but I believe, if I'm recalling right, we only lost 1 or 2 matches, and one of those was Landon's right at the whistle. It could have gone either way, or sent to overtime. And then I think Richland was the only other one that lost that. So, yeah, good night. The team's starting to come together as far as that goes. It's always just fun to be able to get in and do a dual meet right alongside the high school meet, too. And it was T-shirt night, senior night, youth night. So It was all the nights. So really, truly brought the entire, K-12 club together and had the high school, middle school, and youth kids all involved in the night, which is – I don't know that that's ever happened in the same time. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, and then Saturday, the boys traveled to Sparta. They took 5 wrestlers with them, scoring 21 points, finishing 14th as a team. Brock Barrett leading the way at 132 pounds. He did place 5th. He lost in the quarterfinals and then picked up 2 pins in a row on the backside before winning the 5th place match, 17-12.
Scoring a bunch of points
in
that 5th place match.
Yep, absolutely. And then Bindle also with a 5th place finish as well. He lost 4-2 in the quarterfinals to eventual tournament champ Jace Frick of Marshfield. Did pick up a pin on the backside and then a 7-0 decision in the 5th place match.
Yeah, tough day for Sparta, obviously. Only 5 wrestlers we took, but a solid tournament. I believe Blake Muller medical forfeited out, finishing 8th there. I don't believe he got any wins on the day, but he did, from the sounds of it, he hurt his back possibly. Yep. So hopefully we can have more than 5 at the Clash this coming weekend. But, it's the injury bug is hitting us, and it appears to be here to stay for at least the foreseeable future, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely.
The girls wrestled in Sparta as well with the boys, I believe, correct?
Yep. They took 7 wrestlers, scoring 89.5 team points, finishing 5th as a team. Spieldy leading the way at 100 pounds. She's currently, as of this is being filmed anyways, ranked 13 in state. She finished 2nd place. She had pins in both the quarterfinals and semifinals, and then lost to Anderson from Holman, who's currently ranked 3rd in state.
Yeah, Madeline Muller, 120 pounds, is the next one up. She is currently ranked 8th at 126. However, she did wrestle 120 this weekend, first time down for Madeline Muller. She took second place as well. She had pins in the quarters and the semifinals, and then lost in the finals in sudden victory over to not sudden, but just in overtime.
Second ultimate tiebreaker.
To Morgan Johnson of DeForest, currently ranked 6th at 120. So that is one that Maddie will be looking to get back at some point in the season, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Annabelle Schlom at 152.
Annabelle Schlom at 152, yep.
Yeah, 152 pounds. She finished third. Started the day with a pin in the quarterfinals, lost by fall in the semifinals, and won her third-place match, so finished third.
And Abigail Williams at 132 that you skipped over finished third place. She had a tech fall win to start the day, then lost by tech in the semis to Lydia Hutter of Adams Friendship, which was the eventual tournament champion. Currently ranked, that girl is ranked 6th in the state. And then she won her third-place match by fall.
There you go. Charlie Bailey finished fourth, won 9-4 in the quarterfinals. And then she would lose 8-1 in the semifinals to Coley Roloff of Reedsburg, who's currently ranked 15th in state. And then, unfortunately, we lose that third-place match to finish fourth. Valerie Favre at 152 pounds. She finished fifth, and she picked up a pin in the fifth-place match.
Yes, absolutely. That was a good day.
Yeah, and then Mariah Obade as well picked up a pin on the day as well. So overall, good day for the girls, and I would expect that momentum moving forward going here. So.
Yeah, and the girls are off this weekend, I believe, and then they double up next week with their conference tournament and then the Richland Center tournament. So I assume that they are looking for some time off. I'm sure this time of year that time off is well appreciated to lick any wounds that you do have, get healthy, get stronger, and just get a full week of work in, right? So, looking forward to seeing them, I guess, 2 weeks starting their postseason run.
Yeah, with regionals the Friday night before sectionals, for the boys.
Yes.
Yep.
And then JV State, we took Kamani to JV State at 132. He won his first match 14-8. Won his second tight match 12-11. And then unfortunately lost his next two matches that put him out of the tournament did not place.
Correct. And then over the weekend, we took a couple 8th grade kids down to Indiana, Fort Wayne, for USA Folkstyle Nationals. Cashin Larson, All-American, finishing 6th down there. Won his first match 6-2, lost by tech fall to eventual national champ Josiah Holmes from Illinois. Boy, he was good.
Yeah, that kid was the real deal. Remember that name coming through in the next
8 years.
Yeah, 7-8 years, and that kid is just put together all the way around, top, bottom, neutral. That kid is an absolute animal.
I didn't think there was an
8th grader.
An 8th grader that could hit a blast double on Cash, and
they almost ran out of mat space. He hit it in the
Correct.
middle, and they were almost off the mat by the time we came to a skidding halt.
Yeah, Jordan Burroughs-esque.
Yes, very much so.
On the backside, Cashton would pick up a 7-1 and 3-0 win, and then would lose 14-0, and then in the 5th place match, 8-0. But great day for Cashton. Probably Richland Center's first All-American, and who knows, but
yeah,
quite
good day.
some time.
Good day down there. Obviously, it was, we were running down trying to fight that storm all the way. Like, they were going to get hammered with snow, and so that was on the forefront of our minds. Obviously, cold weather last weekend, but yeah, we got down there. We got down there early. We went right to the venue about 4 o'clock or 4:30. I think we got to the venue. Cash and Landon, we had them warm up, just get some of that. They've been sitting in the car for 6.5 hours, get that lactic acid built up. So they both got a good sweat going, and then weighed in right at 6 o'clock, and then we're ready to go for the next day. Landon started out his day with a pin down there in the first round, lost by fall to the eventual 5th place finisher from Indiana, and then lost a heartbreaker in that next match, 3-2. Tight match, should have been one that we got. You run that one back a couple times, and I think we probably take it more times than we don't, but that's why they wrestle the matches, right? So his day was done as it did not place down there, but the experience for both of those guys, I mean, when they get the opportunity to go to a bi-state or hopefully an individual high school state tournament and get down to a venue like that, it's not all new for them, right? They've been to a place, 20 mats going. It's definitely a place. I wish, obviously we can go to the 16U folk style nationals in Iowa next year, but that was a fun place. I wish that we could have done it again with them too, and had an extra year or two, or maybe even done it sooner. So looking forward to seeing a bunch of other Richland Center kids kind of get down there and get that, know that tournament, put it on a schedule for some of these better kids, and get down and put your toe on the line, and that'll be a good time.
Yeah, anytime you can go to a national tournament, it's always a good time. So
yeah, any of those national tournaments, the regional tournaments, the Midwest Tour style-esque ones. I mean, I think that's one thing that we just need to get competing at, because if there is one thing in Richland Center or in wrestling is like, it's hard to tell when you're good enough to go. And I would say, I mean, if you think you're halfway decent, get to those tournaments, and they're going to tell you if you are or not, right, and where you need to work on. So yeah,
absolutely. And then yesterday, middle school had a meet in Brookwood. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we took 16 wrestlers. We had a few that were sick. But yeah, first big meet, first away meet for our middle school team this year. Took 16 kids over there. Had a little bit of friendly fire. I think there was probably 3 or 4 brackets that were friendly fire, unfortunately, that they couldn't get separated. But we did have 4 kids that went undefeated on the day. Landon Kayeski, Evan Haiti, Riken Salazar, and Kamani's brother, Quan.
Yep.
Quan Gullins. So yeah, good day for them. I mean, there was a lot of good. There was obviously some bad there as well, but yeah, it was a fun time. The team showed up. Like I said, this is the first time the middle school has traveled at all this year. So for a lot of these kids, it's the first time they've ever traveled before. There was probably 2 or 3 kids that asked me that I don't know they've ever been on a bus before yesterday. So they were excited to get over there, and it was a good time, right? So we have another one coming up at Richland Center this Friday night. And then we got 2 weeks left of competing on the middle school side of things, and that'll be a wrap for that. So
absolutely, the boys varsity, as we're filming this, had a quad at Ithaca Weston, where it was Richland Center, Ithaca Weston, Hillsborough, and Riverdale. So we'll give coverage on that next week. And then Saturday, they have the SWC SWAL Conference Clash in Richland Center, which is always one of my favorite tournaments of the year.
It's always really good. It's always exciting when we get to host it. Hopefully, sneak peek. Hopefully, knock on wood, we got to get this stuff figured out with some of the mics and the cameras, but we are looking at possibly going live if we can get approval to go live for the finals at the Clash on Saturday at Richland Center High School.
Yeah, absolutely. Girls off this week, as we alluded to earlier, and then you touched on the middle school having a Friday night tournament at home as well, and then the youth duels on Sunday, where we'll have our 3rd through 5th grade and 6th through 8th grade teams both competing. So we'll have wrestling Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the high school. So
yeah, come on out. I mean, the youth duels is something brand new this year. We've never done it before. We've gone to a few duels. We went down to Dubuque earlier this year. Some of the older kids, we took them to Sarbacher's, around that COVID time frame. And Sarbacher's put on a club duels, which was always a lot of fun. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday and getting – a bunch of, what do we have? We have 8 teams in the younger division and 7 in the older division?
7 and 7.
7 and 7
currently.
right now.
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, it should be a good day of wrestling. It's going to be a long day of wrestling. We're going to be there for, 4 or 5 hours. But, yeah, looking forward to that. And then the kids just always really enjoy those duels. It's unfortunate that Pershing's youth tournament same day, but there isn't, unfortunately, on the youth side of the world, there just isn't a good weekend that you can pick that nothing else is around you and close to you. But yeah, Pershing always puts on a good youth tournament, and it's a bummer that we're not going to, have a bunch of kids over there to support them. But be a very busy week at Richland Center High School this weekend for all the wrestling, middle school, high school. There is a JV. Did you say that the SWAL has the class has a JV portion of that tournament as well? So the JV kids will be going, the varsity kids will be going, and then Sunday the youth duels will be a good time. So
yeah, absolutely.
So look for us on Saturday. My guess, if I was a betting man right now, the finals would start sometime around 4:00. Obviously, we would hope to be up and running before that. So try to start looking on the Richland Center Wrestling Club's YouTube page at around 3:30, something like that, that we would like to, hopefully we can get up there and at least broadcast the finals, and maybe we'll sneak in some semis in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you want to stick around Sunday and help in the concession stand, that would be fine.
You're looking for some help in the concession stand. You got everything else covered for the weekend?
Yeah, for the most part, we do need concession help.
Need some concession help, check. Maybe there will be a post made on Sports U for all the parents. I think there's been 6 of them already, but I'm sure there will be some more. But yes, so we look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday on our live stream at the Conference Clash, and then we'll see you back for another episode of Beyond the Whistle next week. Thanks, folks.